Diddy, Sean Combs, has been taken to solitary confinement in prison, according to a source with knowledge of what happened. It comes after a fight with another inmate at Fort Dix in New Jersey, where he's being held.
Diddy has reportedly been placed in solitary confinement. And now DL Hughley is speaking up about something many people have already been wondering. He believes this situation is much bigger than one person, and that has people paying close attention.
But these pedophiles had resources. They bought an island, and they took children there.
Some people believe Diddy knows too many secrets, has too many connections, and has information that could create serious problems for powerful people if he ever decided to speak publicly. DL raised similar concerns even before Diddy was taken into custody. He argued that Diddy was only one part of a much larger picture, and that other influential people may have ignored warning signs or benefited from staying silent.
The new report out today chronicles Diddy's rise to power in the business world, detailing how he was able to cozy up with the rich and powerful and expand his influence beyond the music industry, ingratiating himself with billionaires. A tactic that's being compared to Jeffrey Epstein's ascent.
Those are claims and opinions that have been widely discussed, not established facts. Because of that, many people are now asking the same question. If Diddy ever decided to share everything he knows, who would be affected the most? That is why so much attention is now focused on what happened inside the prison, what DL actually said, and why so many rumors continue to spread about people who allegedly do not want Diddy speaking publicly.
Between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I should say, I think you voted for Biden.
I'd like to see a matchup of those, we call it the top 100 puppet masters in the Epstein client list.
Now, here is what has reportedly happened. Diddy is serving a 50-month federal sentence at FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey, which is considered a low-security federal facility. Reports say he was placed there so he could take part in a substance treatment program, and his projected release date is February 2028. A low-security prison does not automatically give someone special treatment because they are well-known. Housing policies generally apply the same way to everyone, and reports indicate Diddy is not guaranteed a private cell. Now, there are new claims circulating that his placement may have been intentional, with some people questioning whether it could make his time there even more difficult. Those claims have not been confirmed. Reports claim Diddy was recently involved in a fight with another inmate and was later placed in solitary confinement. According to those reports, another inmate made a remark that Diddy did not appreciate. The exact words have not been made public. What is being reported is that the situation escalated quickly, and both men exchanged punches before prison staff stepped in to stop the fight.
You said, will he cooperate? That motherfucker gonna be squealing on everybody. Yo, Cam, yo, he not built to do no time.
After the incident, reports say Diddy was moved into solitary confinement. The Federal Bureau of Prisons has not confirmed details about the situation. A spokesperson released a brief statement saying, "The agency does not comment on the conditions of confinement, disciplinary matters, or other information regarding individual inmates due to privacy, safety, and security concerns." One thing that has been widely discussed is that disciplinary action inside a federal prison can affect good conduct credits, which could impact an inmate's projected release date. Beyond that, DL Hughley has shared his own opinion about the incident. He suggested the confrontation may not have been completely random and questioned whether someone was trying to provoke Diddy into making a costly mistake.
And these things can only happen with accomplices. These things can only happen with people who are willing to aid and abet as long as there's something in it for them. They're willing to look the other way or pretend like it didn't happen or dock me at all. But the truth of the matter, there are a great many people who knew what was going on.
According to DL, the bigger issue is the belief that Diddy may have information about other influential people. He argues that if Diddy ever decided to speak publicly, it could draw attention to individuals who allegedly supported him or benefited from looking the other way. Those are DL's opinions and have not been established as facts. People have questioned why Diddy reportedly had security cameras throughout his properties, including his mansion, recording studio, and private jet. Others have also wondered why so much footage was allegedly kept. Those questions have fueled years of speculation. Some commentators believe the recordings may have captured more than just artists or party guests. However, there is no public evidence confirming who appeared in any recordings or what they may have shown. Many discussions also focus on the influential people who had business relationships with Diddy over the years. Clive Davis is often mentioned because of his early support as Diddy built Bad Boy Records. Beyond that, Diddy was connected through business or investments to several well-known figures, including Lucian Grange, Ron Burkle, Ray Dalio, Mark Benioff, William Lauder, and Mark Cuban. Some online theories claim there are other powerful people whose names never became part of the courtroom proceedings and who may be worried about what Diddy could say in the future. Those claims remain unverified. Some commentators have compared the situation to Jeffrey Epstein, although there is no publicly established evidence that the two cases are the same. Journalist Ian Carroll has also shared his own views on those comparisons.
What Diddy's operation looks like to me is another blackmail ring that there are bosses above him that are getting protected, and those bosses above him work for an international crime organization, because that's just how the blackmail world is. Like, he's not the dude in charge of this thing.
No, he's a low-level guy probably.
Yeah, and he was groomed into his position, clearly, by Davis, right? Andre Harrell, Lucian Grange nowadays, but
I believe they're all of the same.
Yeah, Davis has clearly got mob ties. He was deeply involved in the payola scandals.
Ron Burkle is frequently brought up because of his business relationship with Diddy. Reports state that Burkle invested heavily in Diddy's ventures, including a reported $100 million investment in Sean John in 2003. Diddy publicly described Burkle as a mentor who believed in investing in people instead of only companies, and he once said, "Burkle never left my side," during reference to his 1999 criminal case. Reports have noted that Diddy chose Ron Burkle to be the godfather of his children. Burkle has also been publicly identified as someone whose name appeared in Jeffrey Epstein's address book and in records related to Epstein's aircraft. Those facts have often been discussed online, although they do not by themselves establish wrongdoing. This is the point DL Hughley says people should think about. In his opinion, Diddy may be only one part of a much larger network of influential people. That does not mean Diddy is innocent or that the allegations against him disappear. It reflects DL's view that attention should not stop with one person if others played meaningful roles. Many people have also noticed that several well-known figures who were once connected to Diddy have stayed quiet or publicly distanced themselves. After Diddy's arrest, Jay-Z publicly denied having a close friendship with him. Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, released a statement saying there was no long-term friendship or close personal bond between the two. Spiro has also been mentioned in publicly released Epstein-related documents, although being named in those records does not by itself imply any misconduct. Some people believe Jay-Z's public response shows how seriously he wanted to separate himself from Diddy after the arrest. Others point out that there are many years of public photos, interviews, and industry events where the two appeared to have a friendly relationship. Diddy himself once described Jay-Z as family and said he was one of the first people he would call when he needed help. Stories about their past connection have continued to circulate. One example that has been widely repeated involves a claim that Jay-Z missed one of his daughter's Blue Ivy's recitals to perform with Diddy.
Give it up for Jay-Z, yo! Hey, yo, check this out. Hey, yo, Hov, man. Hey, yo, Hov is doing a lot of things, man. Most importantly, you know, he had a recital that he has to be at the Blue. Well, he reached out to him. And I told him that this right here was important. Bad Boy celebrating 20 years of hits. And this is extended family. You've been there with me through my ups and downs. Whenever I get in trouble, this is the one I call.
Regardless of those stories, Jay-Z has publicly stated that there was no long-term friendship between them, and his legal team has repeated that position. DL Hughley has also commented on the situation. He argued that public denials do not automatically settle every question. He pointed to the fact that Diddy denied allegations before hotel surveillance footage later became public. Based on that, DL questioned whether additional evidence involving other people could still emerge.
So I think Jay-Z's tone was exactly, but see, I saw Puffy say the same, and then a video came out.
Yeah.
That is his opinion and not an established fact. The biggest question many people are asking is whether Diddy's pace will end with his current sentence or whether new information will become public in the future. DL believes Diddy may have information involving other influential people, but there is no public confirmation that such information exists or that it would implicate anyone else. At the same time, there is another reason this case continues to dominate headlines. Every new court filing, legal update, or public statement creates another wave of speculation about what could happen next. Some people believe the biggest surprises have already come out. Others think the story is far from over. DL Hughley has continued to argue that the public should pay attention to the broader picture instead of focusing on only one person. In his view, major scandals rarely happen without other people noticing warning signs or benefiting from what was happening around them. That reflects his opinion and has not been proven in court. For now, the facts remain that Diddy is serving his sentence while many rumors continue to spread across social media about possible future developments. None of those rumors have been confirmed. Even so, they have kept public interest at a high level as people wait to see whether any new evidence, witnesses, or legal actions will emerge. Until that happens, the case remains under intense public attention. Every update is likely to spark another round of questions about what really happened behind the scenes, who knew what, and whether any future developments will change the public's understanding of the story. Another part of this story that keeps people talking is how quickly public opinion can change when new information comes out. At one point, Diddy was one of the biggest names in the music business. He built successful companies, worked with major artists, and was often seen with celebrities, executives, and business leaders. Today, many of those same connections are being looked at much more closely, even though simply knowing someone does not mean they were involved in any wrongdoing. That has led to constant debate online. Some people believe there are still unanswered questions about who knew what was happening behind the scenes. Others argue that it is important to separate rumors from facts and wait for verified information before reaching conclusions. As the case continues, those discussions are only becoming louder. DL Hughley has repeatedly suggested that powerful industries often protect their biggest stars for as long as they remain successful. He has questioned whether warning signs were overlooked because of fame, money, or influence. Those comments reflect his personal opinion and have not been established as facts in court. Even so, they have become a major part of the public conversation surrounding this case. For now, there is no public evidence showing that additional high-profile figures will face legal action connected to Diddy's case. Even so, that has not stopped people from wondering whether more witnesses could come forward, or whether future court filings might reveal new details. Every hearing, filing, and official update is examined closely by both supporters and critics looking for answers. Whether any major developments happen next remains to be seen. What is clear is that this case has already changed the way many people look at the entertainment industry and the relationships between fame, influence, and accountability. Until more verified information becomes available, the speculation is likely to continue, but the facts will ultimately matter more than the rumors. For now, investigators, attorneys, and the courts will determine what information is relevant through the legal process. Public conversations may continue to grow, but official findings depend on evidence rather than online theories. That is why every new filing and every public statement is examined so closely by people following the case. As more developments unfold, attention will likely remain on whether any additional verified facts emerge and whether they change the public's understanding of what happened. Until then, many of the biggest questions remain unanswered, leaving room for continued debate while the legal process moves forward one step at a time. No matter where you stand on this case, there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Some people believe Diddy is being held accountable only for his own actions. Others believe there could be a much bigger story that has not fully come to light. Right now, only future legal developments and verified evidence will provide clearer answers. What do you think? Is Diddy simply facing the consequences of his own actions? Or do you think there are still important details that the public has not heard? Do you believe he will complete his sentence and walk free in 2028? Or do you think there are more unexpected twists still ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments because I want to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who has been following this case. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.